Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Maggie and I am a first-time mom of a 12-week-old little baby boy, Eli, and we do baby wear, so I have him sleeping on me currently. I love to do these chatty videos where I talk all about natural, non-toxic pregnancy, motherhood, and life. So if you're into that, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. Today I'm going to be talking about why I decided to have a natural and unmedicated birth. Last video I shared how I had a natural and unmedicated birth, but today I'm going to share the why. If you're interested in the how, go ahead and check out that video right up there, and let's get started. I'd like to preface this video by saying having a natural or unmedicated birth is not right for every woman or every situation. I do understand that there are circumstances for the safety of mother and baby where medication and intervention is necessary. However, that was not the case for me, and this is just me simply sharing my experience. So the first reason why is because I believe wholeheartedly that having a natural unmedicated birth is our birthright. So hundreds and thousands and millions of women that came before us gave birth naturally and unmedicated and were able to stand in their power and their strength and go through this process. And I believe that all women are built to do this. Our bodies are literally made to carry a baby full term and then birth the baby. There's a lot of conditioning through media and family stories and misinformed doctors that, will either try to scare you and put a lot of fear around the birth process, tell you that your body isn't made to do this, and what that all equates to is us believing that we can't do this, but the reality of it is we can do it, and we are built to do it, and it is our biological purpose. And with that being said, I feel like having a natural and unmedicated birth is really, for me, it was really like taking full ownership and responsibility and really stepping into my sovereignty and owning myself, and stepping fully into my power as a female, as a woman, and educating myself and preparing myself and going through this process. It was extremely empowering, and I just feel so embodied and so whole and full after. The next reason is the cascade of intervention. This is a term that's kind of thrown around when it comes to labor and birth, and it's simply the process of when you have like one intervention, it typically leads to more interventions. So a good example of this is like if you are given Pitocin to kind of speed up your contractions, you'll most likely need an epidural because the contractions are too strong, and then you'll need more Pitocin, and so on and so forth. So typically with medical interventions and birth, it's not just one thing, it is like a cascade of things. It's just multiple things on top of each other to continue your progress, instead of either letting the body progress naturally or choosing that way of doing things. And the last, but I would say the most important reason why I decided to have a natural and unmedicated birth is to be fully present. So one, I wanted to be fully present for the birth and labor process. I wanted to experience it. I wanted to feel it. I wanted to go through the whole thing. I believe that birth is an initiation into motherhood. It's kind of like, what separates the maiden from the mother is this process, going into this portal, going into yourself and really experiencing everything that goes along with giving birth. And then two, I wanted to be fully present for the first minutes, first hours of my child's life. I just think it's so important in terms of bonding right after birth to just not be medicated or, not be fully yourself. because it's so important to create that connection and learn how to breastfeed and things like that in those first minutes, in those first hours. And I wasn't willing to not be there, not be 100% myself for that crucial point in my child's life. And like I mentioned earlier, I understand that not every situation or every woman feels this way, and that's totally okay. It's just my experience, and I am so grateful that I chose not to have any medical intervention, and I didn't need any medical intervention because I was able to be fully present with my son when he was born, and it was the most beautiful experience ever, and I'm so grateful. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So those are my reasons why I had a natural and unmedicated birth. I would love to know, if you're planning to have a natural and unmedicated birth, why you decided to do it that way. You can go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys soon.